Hi. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the 2 Cent Tarot YouTube channel. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're old here, hi. Thank you all so much for being here today. We're actually doing something totally different for this channel. Today, I'm going to take you on what I will refer to as a deck tour, okay? This is not a review of a tarot deck. This is not really gonna even be my opinion on the tarot deck or oracle deck. I plan to do oracle decks in the future for this series. Basically, I'm just gonna show you the high points of the deck. You know, I'm gonna walk you through it, give you a tour of the major and minor arcana, the cards that stand out to me, the things about this deck that stand out to me, and you can make your own decision about whether or not you like it. Trying to review tarot decks has been a challenge because it's hard to pinpoint what exactly people care about the most when it comes to tarot decks. And I think the beauty is that would vary widely from practice to practice. Yeah, I just wanted to make kind of like an introduction to this series and let everyone know that this is not meant to sway your opinion. It's more meant to help you form an opinion about these decks before you choose to spend your money on them. Without further ado, today we are actually going to take a tour of the Green Glyphs Tarot deck by James R. Eads. Absolutely a beautiful deck. It has some really cool features, so to speak, and I can't wait to show it to you. I don't know why I said I can't wait, like I'm not in control of when I show you the deck. Now, first I want to address the elephant in the room, which is this absolutely beautiful reading mat that is a part of the Green Glyphs collection. All of the links to check out James's shop, James's decks, and everything else that James creates will be in the description of this video. So check that out. James is an amazing artist, definitely one to keep your eye on. Follow them on Instagram, etc. There will also be a special discount code available for anyone who would like to purchase any of this stuff. That's in the description as well, and the link provided will be an affiliate link. I do not make any money off of the affiliate link, this specific one, but it will provide said discount. This is the Green Glyphs Tarot deck box, okay? Look at how beautiful it is. This is the front. You see that there's a big emphasis on the concept of glyphs. I mean, clearly by the name alone, Green Glyphs collection, we can surmise that. I want to take a second and point out the holographic kind of like gold details on the box. And then this is the back of the box itself. The Green Glyphs Tarot is a 78 card tarot deck, and it comes with a 120 page guidebook, of course created by James R. Eads. Now, the back of the box actually points to one of the coolest things about this deck, in my opinion. If you look closely at the 3 cards pictured here, you can see that they are the first 3 cards of the major arcana: the Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess. Now, if you look in the background, you can see that the cards actually create a panoramic, okay? So you can see how the mountain range connects between the Fool and the Magician. And then the same mountain range connects with the High Priestess over here. All of the cards in the major arcana, if you lay them out in order, it's a giant panoramic picture. Now, this is not an uncommon thing for James to do. In some of the other decks that James offers, this panoramic theme runs through the entire deck. So the suits will lay out to tell their own story, etc. With this deck, the Green Glyphs Tarot, it is only the major arcana that is a panoramic, which I think is good. The suits themselves do not have that panoramic vibe, and it allows you to kind of fill in the gaps for your own story for the suits. And I think that that's a really great thing for anyone to do with any deck by any artist. All right, breaking into the box, you can see this really nice message. The world is infinite and yet incredibly small. It contains everything we know and all we have yet to know. May these cards reveal the universe unfolding all around you, and may these cards teach you all that must be unlearned in order to move through time with an open heart and a ready mind. James R. Eads. Absolutely beautiful inside of the box, right? That's one thing that you'll never come for James. Like, the quality will always be there. The attention to detail will always be there. Speaking of attention to detail, we have the guidebook here. A pretty meaty guidebook, honestly. Like, it's big and it's nice and it feels really good, but it's very to the point. I like that about it. As an example, you can see for temperance here, you can see, for example, with the temperance card here, there is a description of the artwork, keywords for the card, and then reverse keywords as well. So everything that you'll need to read the deck. Putting that to the side, we are immediately met with the tarot deck itself and a nice pull ribbon. I love a good pull ribbon, honestly. Make it easy for me to get the deck. Oops, it's hard to do it with one hand. Check out the artwork on the inside of the box here. Absolutely beautiful. Putting the box to the side, and now we can finally meet the deck itself. It is smaller than standard size, and I like that, honestly. I don't have a lot of small decks, so this always stands out. It feels like a great deck to take on the go. You can see the gilding on the sides of the cards. It's gold, but it's somehow also rainbow, to which my Leo sun smiles. The back of the cards feature a collection of glyphs that relate to the tarot deck itself, and that's that. They're very simple backings. You can actually tell whether a card is upright or reverse based on the backing, right? Because the glyphs are in a different order, if that makes sense. So I can see that this card is upright, but just as soon as I flip it over, there is an obvious difference between the now reversed card and the upright card. And, that's not everyone's cup of tea. I know some people dislike that, or, maybe some people don't care, so I thought I'd point it out. Here is one of my favorite cards in the Minor Arcana. Before we talk about the panoramic of the Major Arcana, I did want to point out some of my favorite cards in the Minor Arcana, the Three of Wands being one of them. I also really like the one I had earlier, the Ace of Stones. I love how it's got fishes. Look at that. The Three of Swords is like extra sad for this one. Like, I'm crying. It's overall a beautiful deck, and it is a really interesting take on each part of the tarot. It's fresh, it feels revitalized, and I'm genuinely excited to reach for this deck every single time. I'm not gonna spoil the entirety of the panoramic just because I think it is such a beautiful thing to see and lay out on your own for the first time, but I am gonna show you a little snippet, like my favorite part of the sequence, just so you have a good example of what I'm talking about. Here is the typical sequence of the Major Arcana: the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, and Justice, cards 7 through 11. If you look closely, you can see that each card plays into the next card just enough to create such a beautiful picture and to tell such a beautiful and unique story. Again, I am absolutely crazy about this deck. I'm crazy about the way that it makes me feel about reading tarot, which I think is so important. So many decks follow the same old formula, the same old path. And while this is the same, it's also different and fresh and new, at least in my opinion. Oh, if the Green Glyphs Tarot interests you, I highly recommend checking out the entire Green Glyphs collection, which comes with the tarot deck that we've just explored, an oracle deck, a Lenormand deck, and a rune deck, all of which I will be touring on this channel in the future. So don't forget to subscribe. Also, this is the guidebook that comes along with the Green Glyphs collection. It is a compilation of the guidebooks of every one of the decks, and it is absolutely beautiful to behold. Remember, all of the links will be in the description. Give the Green Glyphs Tarot a look, and I will see you all next time.